welcome back. Welcome back to the live Late Show. Now, you might notice that I'm still over here instead of over there, where I normally would be in the second act, because it's one of those nights. It's a live show, and we've got more monologue. Woo. Trump, eventually, tonight, at the RNC, Trump eventually showed up to sit in the VIP box with his VP pick, Ohio Senator and Pillsbury douche boy, J.D. Vance. Trump made the announcement online today, writing, "After lengthy deliberation and thought, I have decided that the person best suited to assuming the position of Vice President of the United States is Senator J.D. Vance. J.D. will be strongly focused on the people he fought so brilliantly for, the American workers and farmers in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio, Minnesota, and far beyond." Far beyond really sounds like someone forgot what the other states are. J.D. loves the people of Pennsylvania, Michigan, and far beyond. I'm talking about the one with the corn, the square one in the middle of the map, the one with all those faces on the hill, and the one with that big hole. I want to say, Caloveda. Trump may have picked Vance to give longevity to his movement because, if elected, Vance would be one of the youngest vice presidents in history at 39, or as young people call it, old. He would also be America's first vice president with a full beard in over 150 years, when the VP was Schuyler Colfax. Now, Schuyler Colfax was Ulysses S. Grant's VP, but more importantly, born on March 23rd, he was an Aries. And that's today's
Schuyler Colfax.
Thank you. We like to it's really an educational show. J.D. Vance wasn't always the obvious choice. For many years, he was a self-described never-Trumper, calling the former president cultural heroin and speculating that Trump might be America's Hitler. Yikes. How do you get the job after that? Just looking at your resume here, Mr. Smith, it says you called me Satan incarnate, Voldemort's ugly, unstable brother, and a slightly more perverted Jared from Subway. Oh, but you are proficient in Excel. Welcome aboard. Now, for day one of the RNC, Trump got a special present from one of his biggest fans. Federal judge and doll you keep throwing away but always turns up in your kid's room, Eileen Cannon, because this morning, the Trump-appointed judge dismissed the classified documents case against Donald Trump. That is fragrant bullcrap. Eileen Cannon is one of the most woefully unqualified, biased... I'm sorry. Let me tone down the rhetoric. Good golly gosh. Eileen Cannon is one of the most woefully unqualified, biased fellow Americans. To be clear, we didn't have the puppy in rehearsal. And now I don't want to give him back. There you go, buddy. You go have to do a snackage. There you go. There you go. To be clear, Eileen Cannon did not rule on the merits of the case. Instead, she accepted a long-shot legal argument that the special counsel in this case, Jack Smith, was improperly appointed, even though this ruling rolls back nearly 30 years of how special counsels have gotten their jobs, going back to the Clinton administration. Of course, back then, special prosecutors were appointed after taking a one-question test. How many bases can the president get to before it counts as sex? There's a reason Cannon didn't want to rule on the facts of the case, because Trump is guilty. And you know who knows Trump is guilty? Trump. Because after the feds issued a subpoena, the former president instructed his personal aide to move and conceal classified documents from the FBI and suggested that his attorney should hide or destroy the subpoenaed documents. It can be a bit of a challenge for even the best lawyers when the client asks for you to crime for them? Now, sir, we all agree you're innocent, but just to be clear, you want me to burn off your fingerprints? Okay, I'll heat up the panini press. We'll be right back.